Wish Cruz hadn't been called back to headquarters.
Why? What good would it do if he was here?
Because I'd have someone to talk to, for one thing.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. What are we, huh? I realize members of your own family don't mean much to you, of course, but I assume that, well, since we have...
Look, we are a group of people who are very worried, all right? And Cruz would have an unbiased opinion. And that's all the arguing I'm going to do with you, young man.
All right, I'm sorry. Look, you're right, I am worried about it. But, I mean, Dad just went after Lionel with a whip.
He always had such a hot temper. It's the one thing that made it very difficult to live with him. He would be sweet and considerate, then at the slightest provocation, he'd fly off into a rage. It used to terrify me.
I wouldn't call this the slightest provocation. I think he has every reason in the world to be angry.
Eden, I'm not going to argue with you either.
Fine.
Uh-oh. What's going on in here?
This is all we need. Nothing, Mason. Why don't you go away now?
Oh, I want to stay. If there's a crisis going on, I want a ringside seat for it.
Hey, so what are you even doing here, huh? My dad keeps throwing you out and you just seem coming back.
Yeah, I know. Possibly. I'm hoping that we'll just wear him out, maybe. No, actually, this time I came for a commodious tin cup and a pair of dark glasses. If I'm going to be reduced to begging, might as well be properly outfitted for it. They say that clothes make the mendicant.
Mason, please, this is a very difficult time for us. We're all on edge.
Well, then, let me lend a shaky hand. Ooh. Looks of all of you, I'd say you're more than on just the edge. This looks like the starting line for the lemming race.
Mom, why are you so frightened? What do you think's going to happen?
Dear heavens, I don't know. I'm afraid to think about it.
Well, even if there is a fight, it'll all be over soon.
Over, yes, and possibly permanently for one of them. If Cece and your father go at it, like I think there might not be any survivors at all.
Come on, Dad can take care of himself.
In a fair fight, but I don't think Cece operates that way. Lakin, I would do anything to help him, even if I only knew what was going on down there. By the time we hear about it, it may be too late.
You know, in order to make this more interesting, I think maybe we should consider taking bets on the outcome. I mean, after all, this is the main event. Capwell-Lockridge match, the fight of the century.
It's not funny, Mason.
And granted, Dad has a few years on Lionel, but Lionel's out of shape. Dad works out every day, so I think they're pretty evenly matched, don't you?
Mason, would you please just stop it?
You can't make him stop when he's like this, Eden. Haven't you learned that by now?
Now, tactically, Lionel tends to be more wily and tricky, where Dad's closer to a charging bull kind of fighter. Lionel's more like a pack of wolves. Small pack, naturally. Six-pack, even.
Mason, please don't joke. This isn't funny.
Oh, you've been out of touch, Mom. Don't keep your sense of humor around here. You don't survive. Nope, I think Dad's gonna win this match hands down. In fact, I'm willing to give 2-to-1 odds to anyone who wants to bet on the opposition. That's easy money. What about you, Eden?
I don't even want to talk about it, Mason.
No? Theodore? You're a betting man, aren't you?
Against my own father.
All right, Sophia. I know you're only on the fringes of loyalty. You can afford to place a small wager.
Mason, this is a terrible situation. Don't take it lightly. They could hurt each other badly.
Yeah, as much as they've hurt other people, do you think? I think Dad's already done his best work in that department already.
Who are you calling?
Oh, someone who may be a little more partisan than any of you. Isn't afraid to back the man she believes in. Hello, Augusta.
What is it?
Yeah, this is Mason. I'm wondering if you'd like to lay down a little bet on the outcome of this clash of the Titans that's going on. Odds are 2-to-1 against Lionel. I'm booking all bets personally.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm quite serious, Augusta. How about it? Would you care to place a small wager? I don't really give a damn who wins. Gonna be the worst man in either case.
What's the matter with you, Cece? You afraid to take me on without that whip? Afraid to take me on with your bare hands, huh? Are you?
No, you're right. You're right. I don't need anything but my bare hands. I don't need this.
really wish you'd both quit looking at me like that.
What do you expect?
All right, Eden. I know how you feel, and I am so sorry about that. But Ted, you wanted me back here, didn't you?
I did.
But you don't anymore. You wanted me back here before. I have hurt you so much. I'd do anything if I could change that.
Mom, I don't think you should be here when Dad gets back, all right? I mean, you're about the last person in this whole world he wants to see right now.
I want you both to understand something. I'm going to say it very clearly, and I want you to believe me this time. I did not plot with Lionel to fake my death so I could see him at a later time. You don't believe me. I don't understand. You believed me the first time I told you.
You're very persuasive. I don't think Ted and Kelly knew what a great actress you were.
That's very unkind, Eden.
But that's the way it is, isn't it? Your whole life has been nothing but an act.
It's not an act when I tell you how much I love you
Oh,
both.
really? Now, what is that? Does that classify as a joke?
I know that you're trying to hurt me because you've both been hurt so much, and that I can forgive.
I don't want to be forgiven. I don't want anything from you except to be left alone.
Look, maybe it'd be better if you're waiting at the Lockridge house instead of here.
No. No, Ted, I belong here. I belong here with my family. And I'm going to fight until you both believe what I'm telling you. If I have to fight you singly or collectively, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be run out.
Well, don't do it for my sake.
Why can't you just accept that we don't want you?
Because I know that it's coming from your anger and it's not coming from your heart. And anger passes. Somehow I'm going to make you both believe me. Now, maybe I can't do it myself. Maybe I'm going to have to get someone else to help.
Help what? Make us love you again? How are you going to do that? Who handles that for you, Sophia?
I'm going to make a phone call.
Oh, what are you going to do? Call the Family Crisis Center?
Marcello.
Marcello?
It's Sophia. I'm at the Capwell house, and I need your help very badly. Can you come immediately? Thank you.
Well, small world, isn't it? How are you, Sarah?
Hello, Mason.
Lucky my running into you like this. Now I'm thinking about going back into private practice. Going to need a good secretary again. How'd you like your old job back? We worked well together, remember?
Yes, we did. But I have a job now and I'm happy with it.
What are they paying you?
Oh, never enough. You know how it is.
Suppose I pay you more than I was paying you before, say $1,500 a month. Would that entice you?
Thank you, but I don't think so.
Well, let me buy you a drink and we'll negotiate. If there's anything I am, it's flexible, malleable, tractable. What'll you have?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't stay. I have another appointment.
Okay, I'll give you $2,000. I want you back.
I'm sorry. No, I just can't.
What do you mean you can't?
Nothing. I just mean, I like it where I am.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't stand in the way of your making more money. It would be a lot more, wouldn't it?
Mason, please. Just believe me. You'll have to find someone else.
Someone's been talking to you about me. Who was it?
Mason, everyone knows you were fired from the DA's office. The talk is you're not even on the public defender's list now, and they say you were taken off.
Well, what difference does that make? I told you I'm going into private practice.
Well, I don't think that's going to be very easy to do in Santa Barbara.
I see. My father's influence is felt everywhere, isn't it? And I don't suppose there's anything like loyalty after the fact.
I'm sorry. I always liked working with you. I hope things work out.
Don't worry about me, Sarah. I'll be fine. You just go on. said go on.
Dad.
Look, I have to see Lakin.
Yeah, well, your timing's not too terrific. You know what's going on right now.
Yeah, that your father and my father are fighting somewhere. Look, I don't care about that. I gotta see Lakin.
Yeah, well, if you feel that strongly about it, then maybe you should see. Come on in. Hey, Lakin, look who's here to see you.
Hi.
Ted, what are you doing here? How dare you come into this
I'm
house?
here because I love Lakin and I want to see her. And I'm not gonna let something like this keep me away from her. Can you go upstairs and talk to me, Lakin?
Certainly not. She's not going anywhere with you.
Why not? What have I done?
Mom, I want to talk to him. Look, we'll go up to the living room. We won't leave the house.
I don't want you to leave me here.
Warren will stay here with you, won't you, Warren?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
All right. But don't leave the house and don't be long.
We won't. Come on.
You really don't like him at all, do you?
I don't like anybody with the name of Capwell right now, if you don't mind.
Well, it doesn't seem quite fair, though, does it?
Fair? Since when have they been fair to us? His father's probably killing your father right now.
Mom, I'm not worried about Dad taking care of himself.
Aren't you? Well, I am. I just really would like him to be hale and hearty when I leave him so I can leave him with a good conscience.
Ted, are you crazy?
No, I'm not. I've never felt saner. Now just go tell your mom that you're coming with me. And now listen, Lakin, don't take any arguments from her, all right?
You can't ask that of me right now. You know what's happening.
Lakin, I am asking you to trust me. Something you don't seem to do much of anymore.
Trust you and leave my family in the middle of a crisis. Ted, how can you even ask that of me? Look, I don't understand you lately. You're not anything like you used to be.
Lakin, I love you, and I want you. Now that has not changed. Now please don't tell me that it's changed with you.
Ted, don't.
Lakin, please.
Ted, I want Ted to leave now. I need you here with me.
All right, look, in about a half hour, meet me down by the hedge, okay?
Ted.
Look, okay, I'm going. Lakin, I hope your dad's gonna be all right. I hope he doesn't get hurt.
Ted, don't.
Well, if it isn't P.T. Barnum. Just waiting for another sucker to come along, I'll bet.
Get lost, buddy. I'm meeting someone.
Oh, no. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah? Well, how'd you like for me to call a cop?
Oh, I'd love it. Then that would save me the trouble. No, I want the money you stole from me, and I want it now.
I've never seen you in my life. Now let go of my arm.
I said I want it right now. I can turn you in for solicitation, for prostitution, and for robbery. You serve a lot of time for that kind of combination. I'm leaving it up to you. Either you deal with me, or you deal with the police.
It's been so long.
I know.
Yeah, but you're waiting for both of them. I'm only waiting for Daddy. You'll understand if I'm skeptical.
I'd understand if you have a little more forgiveness, Eden.
What in the world has made you so suspicious and angry with everyone?
Not everyone. Just you. I think I have good reason. Ted, where have you been? I'm worried
Sorry,
about
I went over
you.
to see Lakin. Oh, our children Whitey's waiting outside. You want me to go get him?
Oh, of course I do. I called him. You knew that. I wanted him here.
Well, I thought you might like to talk to him privately, outside.
No, I wanted him to come in and talk to both of you.
Okay. Come on in.
Oh, thank you for coming.
I still don't think this is a good idea, though. What is it that you want me to do?
I want you to tell Eden and Ted what happened to me in Europe and why I've been gone for so long.
You haven't told them?
Yes, I've told them, but they don't seem to think that I'm telling the truth.
You want me to talk about the beginning?
I want you to tell them everything, yes.
Your mother spent nearly 4 years in sanitariums. She came under my care almost immediately when she was admitted to a small clinic outside of Milan. She was emaciated. She would not speak. She was suffering from traumatic amnesia. She underwent a prolonged, extensive psychoanalytic therapy. In the beginning, she had some shock treatment. Her other doctors and I felt it was the best way to break through to her. Later on, she participated in psychodrama to try to work through the emotional problems that had brought her there. Do you understand? It was as if she was trapped in a maze and she was trying to find her way out. I can assure you it was a long and difficult process for her.
What was the cause of her amnesia?
The cause was what happened here in Santa Barbara. The sequence of events that led up to her falling off the Lockridge boat that day. In short, it was exactly what she had told you, and I find it rather obstinate of you not to believe her.
It's the truth. All of it, I swear to you.
Warning you, I can put you out of business for a long time, and probably should for society's sake.
I'm not scared of you, man. I've been pushed around by a lot tougher guys than you.
Look, I'm not trying to push you around. I just want you to return to me what you stole. And why don't you do it now, and we can get this all over with?
Excuse me, my friend, but you're not being very nice to one of my ladies here, and nobody does that but me.
Get this guy off my back, Angie.
Didn't I get you two together the other day?
This is Mason Capwell, the assistant district attorney. He's trying to push me around.
I did.
Look, your girlfriend here rolled me the other night. I'm just trying to get back the money she stole from me, that's all.
We don't give refunds, right, Angie? Thanks, honey. Now, you just better stay away from me from now on. You understand that? And if you say anything to anybody about this, then Angie and his boys here are gonna come looking for you. You understand that? Come on, sugar.
Boys, give him a little warning.
I get the point, gentlemen.
You've got a $22 tab, Mason. You're gonna have to settle up first.
Frank, didn't you see what happened to me? Those people stole my money.
Sorry, Mason. Boss is on my back. I'd help you out if I could. You know that.
Your mother's life for many years was a series of nightmares. Dreams of the past, of fear and guilt and loneliness. If you're trying to punish her, I can assure you that she's already been punished. What she needs now is your forgiveness and your understanding. I should hope that you could find it in your hearts to show her a little kindness and, above all, a great deal of love.
Thank you. I didn't want Marcello to tell you all this because I want your sympathy. Because I want you to know that I'm not lying to you.
I apologize for interrupting again, but I have kind of an emergency situation on my hands. I need to talk to Ted a minute, if that's possible.
What do you want, Mason?
Well, I'll tell you if I can talk to you for a minute, Ted. It's kind of personal.
All right, what do you want? Excuse me. What is it?
Well, listen, I hate to ask you this, but I'm in kind of a jam and I need some help.
So what else is new?
Yeah, well, I'll admit I'm in that condition a lot lately, but we have our father to thank for that.
Look, never mind whose fault it is. What do you want?
I need some money. My wallet was stolen, and I'm flat broke. I don't even have any change to speak of. See, you can't expect me to go on living my customary lifestyle with that kind of bankroll, can you?
Well, maybe it's about time you change your customary...
Look, Ted, don't tell me how to live my life, okay? Just help me finance it. Now, I know you can spare it. It won't hurt you to help me a little bit.
You broke? Is that what you said?
I've forgotten the acoustics in this house were so good. No, Eden, I am merely temporarily destitute, and I was asking Ted here if he'd mind helping me over a little bit.
Well, how long alone is this supposed to be? When are you going to go back to work, Mason?
As soon as Dad stops blocking all my efforts to find work, Eden.
Ah.
Mason, why don't you just quit, huh? I mean, you got everything working against you. I mean, especially Dad so determined to just shut you out. Why don't you go back to L.A. and find a job there? Or maybe back east to Boston or New York?
Because I'm determined not to be driven out of Santa Barbara. Who does Dad think he is, that he can drive people out of town? This isn't his private monarchy, and somebody's got to stand up to him and tell him so.
No, you're right, Mason, it isn't. You know your dad can keep you from getting a job if he puts his mind to it.
Yeah, which is exactly what he's done, apparently. But I'm not going to go under. I won't submit to that. I'll come out on top to spite him.
Okay, I'll give you some money. I'll write you a check. I don't have much, but it'll probably hold you over until you get yourself situated. But I want it paid back.
Spoken like a true Capwell. Don't worry, Ted. You'll get your money back with interest.
Ted, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do anything.
Ah, my loving sister at work.
If you side with Mason, if you help him, it's going to be like you're going against what Daddy wants. Now, do you want to put yourself in that position with Dad?
Well, all hail the conquering hero. Looks like I bet on the right man. Hardly a scratch on him. Obviously, you won the battle. Shudder to think what Lionel must look like.
All I can tell you is that if you let yourself be drawn back into a relationship with Ted Capwell, you're going to make a mistake that you may regret for a very long time.
Mom, lay off her. She's not a kid.
It's my decision. It's my life.
Look, I don't really think this is a very good time for you to be ganging up on me, do you?
Why are you all standing around like this?
We were worried about you. We were waiting to see what happened. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Fine. I just want to be left alone.
What happened?
I don't want to discuss it now. Sophia, I would appreciate it if you and Marcello would leave the house and take Mason with you.
I just came to pick up.
I don't care what you came for. Any of you. I want you all out of my sight. I want to be left alone now.
You think I took her away from you, CC? I didn't take her away. You threw her away. You threw her to me. Come on, CC. You know how many times Sophia came to me trying to pretend that she was happy and joyful when she was holding back the tears. And I hated you for that. For something that you had done. I wanted to kill you. And I hated it that she was married to you and not me.
Yes, and you did everything in your power to steal her from me. Always the honorable man, just like all the Lockridges.
That's right. That's right, Cece. I relished the fact that she came to me when she was married to you. I relished it. And that she did those things behind your back. And every time that we were together, I thought back to the time before I was married to Augusta, when you caught me with your house guests. Remember that, Cece? Remember using that whip on me?
Oh, yes, I remember. It makes me happy to remember.
Does it? Well, it makes me happy to get even with you. Oh, I relish the fact that she was seeing me behind your back. Oh, it made me happy to think that your wife could not be faithful to you because she loved me. Deep down, Cece, I knew that I was a better man than you. That she came to me when she needed tenderness and compassion. And you denied her all those things. You denied her humor. And I was the one that Sophia loved then and through all that time. The reason you never guessed what was happening, the reason you never even knew when her love for you died, is because you were too busy imagining that you were the perfect husband and the perfect father. And you know something? You never even came close to perfection, Cece. You never even came close. Because you were too proud to admit it. You paid the highest price of all. You lost what was dearest to you.
What happened down there?
Oh, you look okay. What'd you do to CC?
Daddy, are you all right?
I'm fine, dear. I want to talk about it right now. I have a good deal to think about. Just let me have a little time to myself, okay?
Sure, if that's what you want. Wouldn't you rather tell us what happened first, though?
No, Warren. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, you can be alone. But, we have to talk. So, please, just don't take too long.
I won't. I'll talk to you in a while.
When I was young, my father warned me that you were a troublemaker, that you would never be anything else. And he said that Minx would make sure that she indoctrinated all the hatred and the malice that you needed to make life hell for our family. Well, that didn't work out, did it? Now, you failed in that respect. You failed because once we found out all the sordid details about your affair with Sophia, my children have united behind me to go against you and their mother. Until the whole community is going to condemn you for what you did. And if you've got any friends left, they're going to turn against you. You know, the sorriest I feel is for your son and your daughter. Because I know the kind of suffering that they're going through. The kind of suffering that they're going to have in the days ahead. And for sure, Augusta's going to leave you. Now, you're going to grow old, longing for someone to love, and you're never, ever going to be able to find her. You're going to go from woman to woman and end up a lonely, unloved man. I don't want that to happen too soon. Because you and Sophia have created your own hells, and I want you to live and burn in them for 100 years.
Lionel, I want you to come up now. I can't wait any longer. I have to talk to you.
I'm coming, Augusta. What's so urgent?
That's your bag. I've packed as many things as I thought you might need. I want you to take it and get out of here tonight.
I thought I asked you to leave.
I want to talk to you.
Sophia, I'm going to begin divorce proceedings immediately. I want to be legally free from you as soon as possible.
I know forgiveness has never been one of your virtues, Cece, and I know you hate me now. But you loved me once.
I'm trying to forget that.
No man alive has ever shown as much love for a woman as you showed for me, and I know you loved me, even after I left. And the children told me how affected you were by it, and for how long.
Then I'm a greater fool for caring.
No. I cared too. I still do. Don't you know that you are my one and my only true love? Don't men sense these things? All your tenderness, your consideration.
I don't want to hear that kind of a compliment. Not now.
If you could only get past all this anger and this fury, you could believe what I'm telling you. Cece, I could have run away with Lionel any time I wanted to. I didn't want him. I've never wanted him. I always only wanted you. Even when we were having problems in our marriage, I wanted you. Because you cherished me. And you needed me, and you loved me. And you got that back from me. I know you did. Cece, I want a chance to come back. I want a chance to make up for all the unhappiness I've given you. I've learned a lot of lessons over these last years. They've been very, very painful lessons, but there are some things that are good that I learned, and one is there is forgiveness in this world. And people do get a second chance. I am begging you for a second chance. Please.
Oh, Augusta. We've weathered so many matrimonial storms. Surely you're not going to let something like this break us apart.
Something like this? Is it really such a trivial occurrence? This Wagnerian love affair that's gone on for I don't know how long, 15 years with some woman you've been in love with all this time?
No, it hasn't.
Don't say no to me. Don't say no to me. You've betrayed me with her constantly. You've lied to me every day of our married life.
Augusta, your assumptions about Sophia are just not true.
I have forgiven you. Too many times, but no more. It's finished. And so are we.
Dolly, don't you know there isn't
Don't.
anyone but...
Don't say those things to me. I swore I wouldn't cry. Most of all, I won't forgive you for making me cry.
You're crying because you love me. You don't want to lose me. I don't want to lose you.
Wrong! I'm crying because you stole from me my sense of respect and my trust and my illusions. But you're not going to take my pride, Lionel. I want you to get out of here. Whatever we had, it's gone. It's not coming back because you destroyed it all. Please, don't make me suffer anymore. Please, just go.
You'll stay in my heart forever. Though we may be so far apart, more of a song than all I could write. Just hold me, just hold me, just hold me forever tonight. Just hold me forever tonight.
You're incredible. You come back to this house like an embezzler who has stolen every bit of value from me and your children. And you ask to be forgiven because you're sorry for the theft? Never. Nothing you can say will make me change my mind. Now, please, leave.
More than all your wealth, tangible possessions, Cece, your greatest treasure is your bitterness, your obsession with revenge. I mean, you're not capable of love. You're not capable of feeling deeply about another human being. No, no. No, all that matters to you are your oil derricks. Your oil derricks and your putting a stop to anybody that competes with you or disappoints you or stands up. You're like, I don't know, a little tin god to yourself. But to others, you're a pitiful man. I know it's foolish. I would just like to take you in my arms.
Please.
And I would like to kiss the tears away and make you smile again.
Oh, please don't.
Augusta, we've always been so extraordinary together. Can you think of another couple like us? The kind of love we've had, the kind of magic and eccentric, completely sensual love we've had. Now, come on. You know anyone else? Everyone else in the world pales beside you to me. Now, where else? Where else are we gonna find that kind of love with anyone else?
I can't bear to look at you. I have to go out for a while. I don't want you here when I come back. I don't want to see you here ever again.
Augusta! Augusta!
I don't want to see you die for a long time. I want you to live. Because I want to see you suffer and repent for every day you're granted. It's true, I came here to tear you to pieces, to flay the skin from your bones. But that'd be too good for you. You know why? Because there'd be some misguided fool who would feel sorry for you. And I don't want that. No. I'm not going to lay another hand on you, Lionel. I'm going to let you go. Because I think you've lost your fire and your fight. You're nothing but a hollow man.
I think one of the reasons that Channing's death affected you so deeply was because it was more of a failure than a tragedy. That's it. It was a failure. Because you wanted to make Channing into some kind of an international star. You invested everything in Channing, and when he died, all your hopes died with him. And every one of your other children was an inferior imitation of Channing Jr., weren't they? I mean, look at the way you neglected them. Look at Eden. You couldn't get along with her, you sent her abroad. What about Kelly? You sent her into the arms of Peter Flint, and then to Joe Perkins, who you hated. And what about Mason? Oh, now there's the kind of son that every man wants, right? Sure. And Ted. Now, Ted was the one possibility of recreating Channing Jr., wasn't he? But you blew that. Yeah, because he just committed the cardinal sin of hooking up with a Lockridge. And that was unforgivable, wasn't it? No, you know what your biggest problem was, CC? That you built a kind of temple at the feet of Channing Jr. A temple. But let me tell you something. Channing Jr. never was the kind of person that you thought he was. Oh, no. Channing Jr. was the most loathsome, despicable person that I've ever known!
Damn it! Stop it!
What's the matter, CC? Am I getting to you? Huh? Am I getting to you? Are all your idols falling down? First Sophia, then Channing Jr. Huh? You don't have anybody left to believe in, do you? Not even yourself. Why? Because you're hearing the truth. That's all I'm saying. I'm just hearing the truth. And you can't stand it, can you? Oh, no. You want to kill me? Go ahead. Killing me's not going to do you any good. Is that going to get rid of the truth? No, you're going to hear it for the rest of your life. You're going to hear that. Sure. And that's going to be the hell that you have to live in, Cece. So go ahead. Go ahead. You're not going to win this. The truth is, the truth's going to win.
There is no one on this earth that I hate more than I hate you. And however long it takes, no matter what it costs, I am going to make you regret the damage you've done to my life.
Your meddling and your stupid jealousy have caused so many problems. I wish that your life from now on would be hell. But I don't have to raise a finger to do it. You're doing it all by yourself.